to do.
Yeah, not really.
Oh, it says it's live. Great.
It says the stream is live.
It doesn't. It not on X because you have to have a premium account on X now, so it's not streaming.
Oh well.
It's literally just on YouTube. I'm mad they told me that now. Like after I set it all up.
That's cool. They'll be alright.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not that important to me. All right, so I'm just gonna hit remove from X, and we can just
we're gonna put it on.
We can copy our YouTube and send it over. So and let me just do that right now.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. We won't be paying for X. I'm so sorry. Nobody who will pay for X.
Not at all.
So sorry.
Listen, you see how we collectively.
So sorry.
Collectively was like, all right, it's cool.
It made the decision for us.
That's okay.
They'll be all right.
It's not that.
Yeah, we won't be. That's fine.
It's not that serious. So I'm just gonna copy the YouTube link and send it to X and all those other places really quick. And then we can get started in a second. We already have 2 viewers. What's up? Hi, guys.
Oh, shit. Viewers in the motherfucking house.
You wore your sweatshirt. I'm glad it fits. I was going to say.
I did.
Oh, okay. I saw his sweatshirt and I was like, bitch, why does that look familiar to me? That's why. Because it's yours.
Exactly.
Like, why is that? Yeah.
It's a Vermeek original. I forgot. I got to log in. I got to log into the joint from my other. Damn. Because I don't like to see. I can't see the. Now I can't see the chat. I'm doing the thing from my phone, so I can't see the chat. So I like to log in from the computer too.
Oh, hi! Here we go. Look who's back. What's up? So this feels good, guys. We haven't even started yet.
I am. This is like I just want to say this is like the best birthday present ever. So.
Oh yeah, happy birthday tomorrow.
Happy fucking birthday! Okay, wait. Okay, Michaela, what's up, girl? I discovered y'all by complete accident in 2020, looking for a podcast on Wild and Wonderful Whites. Listen, when I tell you, girl, that I think about that documentary every day.
Every day. When they were screaming into that Taco Bell window, they kept her baby.
Dennis is this. I still say that. To this day, Dennis is this. Don't y'all wonder what that little boy is?
Cinema ever made.
Oh my God. That little boy is in prison.
I hope they're doing well. I know they're not, but I hope they are.
They're not.
You know what was the most relatable part? And that's the fucked up part. What was the most so relatable was when he went to his uncle's house and tried to kill that nigga and went back to the crib and just waited like shit. I shot him. I'm just sitting here and waiting. I'm like, yo, them niggas have family problems. Like,
we love you. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Ongoing incident.
Okay.
Hey, listen, one more thing about the wonderful world of the white. For anybody, for any of you out there, and your kids might have a little touch of autism, this white man showed you how to beat the whole fucking system, okay? I'm just trying to say.
What is happening? Is this how we're starting?
Make your kids laugh and go get that money. That's all I'm saying.
A touch of the... We missed you too. A touch is... Okay.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Welcome back.
Hi. Okay, guys, this is all docked up. If you're new here, what's up? If you're old here, what's up? It's literally, how long has it been? Has it been almost 2 years? It's been a year and a half?
It's been like a year. Our last stream was a year ago.
Oh, shit, that's crazy.
It's just been a really, if you collectively, we all know what we all been through behind the scenes, so I think it feels like 2 years because it's been a lot of shit between the three of us. It's been a lot going to fuck on here.
Life was life, man, but we're back.
We are.
Real hard. And honestly, life is still lifing, but I'd rather not do it without these guys. So that's really the end of it. That's really what it's about. So, if you're Yeah, and if y'all missed it, we not fucking with X. Elon is tripping. So we are streaming live right now on YouTube. Go tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your granny, and I guess we can get started.
The only niggas missing out is niggas on Space Force. You don't want us to stream the Space Force, Elon? Fuck you too, nigga. Like, no,
well, we left those people at the space station. They've been up there for like 6 months.
Are they ever coming home?
You know what I saw the other day? Somebody said,
a long time.
Somebody was like, yo, if they went up there for that small mission and happened to get stuck up there, then why the hell are they? How did they take pictures with Christmas hats and shit? So somebody just gave y'all Christmas hats just in case. Somebody gave y'all.
They obviously they sent a little bank little tube up there, like, and then they caught it. Like
somebody was like, oh, they at the space station, so they chilling. If they at the space station,
so there were apparently other people at the space station who were probably slated to be there longer, so they had like supply.
They had the New Year's hats, the Christmas hats.
They had their shit ready because they were gonna be there for a while.
Listen, if I come to one of your crib and my fucking flight stuck for 2 days, I'm not smiling. You mean to tell me I've been up there for fucking 8-9 months and I'm just like, hey guys.
And then I pull out a fucking Halloween costume for you. Like, you'll be here for a while.
It's all right. We had
this for the last visitor, so sorry.
Sorry. He was a lot taller.
Walking around in a chunky costume with my stomach out and shit. Like, what? Hey, y'all.
We were doing
so anyway.
The Scooby-Doo mystery game, but you have to be Scooby-Doo. Sorry.
Right.
Last person here. You have to be
I'm the only nigga. All we got is a Velma costume left. You're progressive, right?
Honestly, it's your color. Okay, so I'm Chris. That's VJ. That knucklehead down there is Penrose, and we are all docked up. We literally could just bullshit for an hour and a half, but let's not, and let's stay on task. We are hey, is that our co-host?
It's both of them. They're fighting each other right now. That's why I'm just appalled. They're fighting. I don't know. Nobody wins when the family fights. I don't know what they're doing.
Right.
Okay, so we are nearing the end of football season, right?
I know.
And I feel like there would be no other reason in my whole life besides this show to ever watch anything related to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Real shit.
But hi. Welcome back.
Hello.
So I figured this might be the best and only opportunity that we would get to cover Chiefsaholic, a wolf in Chiefs clothing. Because they're
funny little
because everyone's so creative.
I just want to say before we just start talking about this, I suggested this one. I do not like the way this is made. I don't like it. It was such a hard watch, and I just don't know why, because it's a compelling story, and the way they put it together made it the least compelling shit I've ever seen. Like, I could have watched paint dry and been more compelling. I was very upset.
So, hey, listen. All right, I'm glad somebody said it, because like I feel like I think I probably liked it a little bit more than you. Just from, like, we're gonna get into it, but just how you're talking, I think I might have liked it a little bit more. But I definitely was sitting there, and of course I watched it twice. And that second time I was like, "Oh, bitch, this music. Okay, that's what. Oh, bitch, what?" It was so many "oh, bitches, why?" that I was like, "Yeah, this is It was very well done. Very well done. Come on, now.
This is one of the documentaries that I'm glad we're covering, because I just consider this show to be, we watch the documentaries for you so you don't have to. So this is one of the ones where you could definitely skip it, and our version is going to be a lot better anyway. The first line I wrote was, "This nigga is a weirdo." So like that's the kind of vibes we're getting the entire time.
He's just high key scaring the hoes. Like you'll find that he's very much like attached to his mother and his brother, and they keep telling us the story is complicated, and we're gonna get to why they like are lock and step like this. But he's just got real bad.
Not that complicated.
It's not. He's scaring the hoes. He's not a.
It's the white people version of complicated. Like this is a very like when they were like, oh, like, and we'll get to it. Like, oh, he's. Like, you know, we understand his like troubled past, and I'm sitting here like, not really that troubled, not really that troubled,
not really. And when VJ say scaring the hoes, we're introduced to this man in his Chiefs Kingdom praise, and everybody who loves him just happens to be a man. And, well, I'll tell you that back because the one chick, she's like, yo, I don't really understand what the fuck is the big deal about this dude, and then. You have his love.
And then turned around and was hella standing for him, crying and shit, like on the verge of tears when she didn't know where this nigga was and shit.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what because the blonde girl, she was the older lady.
That's the one in New Jersey whose name I cannot. Yeah, she was going up.
Hold on, wait.
She was gonna throw that little cootie cat at him if she thought she could. She was gonna throw it. But she didn't know where he lived to get to him. But if she had the opportunity, she was gone.
She was gone.
Now I don't remember her name, and that's how inconsequential her personality is. Like I did not write her name down, but the other one, the blonde lady, Cat's a hater.
Basket? Yeah, Cat a hater, hardcore hater.
Cat's a hater.
She want to be the most important person at Chiefs Kingdom, and she couldn't take nobody having more fame than her. That baby had a party bus.
All she had was a party bus. Like I didn't understand. Like, and then she said, "Well, I don't like to be called a super fan." Well, then what are you mad for?
Hey, listen, and your party bus, listen, I ain't never been to one. I'm just telling you what I saw, not what I know. But your party bus looked like, with all of them signs on it, it looked like the inside of a glory hole, darling. Listen, calm your ass down, cat. Okay?
Inside of a glory hole, you say. And you just don't know anything about that. Just you heard.
So like I was
okay.
He's never been to a glory hole or a party bus. Like, let's be clear.
He doesn't know what either one of them looks like on the inside. He's just guessing.
I just know what the homies told me.
He would assume.
I would assume. and then you had that nasty ass porta potty like we were supposed to be impressed. Bitch, it's a party bus. Who's coming to your house and then going to the like that's the part I didn't get. Like,
is the party not here? Like,
yeah, like you can come watch the game. You have to use the bathroom outside. Like
There's no toilet on the bus, bitch. We drive around town and I gotta go back to your porta potty. Oh, this is what you telling me, cat? You don't get your raggedy ass. I gotta. Anyhow.
Chiefs Kingdom, got to use it outside like it's the real kingdom.
Like it's the real kingdom, right? I guess. All right, let's get into it.
So we open and he is watching the Super Bowl 57, which is the Chiefs and the Eagles
versus Eagles.
Remember that one. And it's just a bunch of clips of Mahomes. It's, you know, a Mahomes love fest, just a big Mahomes circle jerk to start us.
Just a lot of.
Yeah, I just rolled my eyes. It was a lot. I was like, okay,
a lot of.
Yeah, they were just up in there. Like it was.
You ever seen the movie Ricky Stenicki?
Yes.
And remember when he was like, "Hey, it's just a cockstroker."
Yo, this movie is insane.
I love that movie. I've
seen it
now. Why didn't you tell me? Look, I'm jerking off two of them. Like, yo, my bad, John.
So he's in his hotel room, and we're introduced to the dude who's Xavier? It's like caviar. Xavier.
Right. Is it Xavier or Xavier?
Listen, it's like a nigga named Damon who wanted to get the hose, so he changed his name to Damon. That's what the fuck
Damon.
Right. That nigga's name is Xavier. Nigga.
Yeah, it was weird.
The only nigga that was calling him Xavier was his weird ass lawyer, but I'm sure we'll talk about him later.
Lawyer.
Nah, his buddy Bell Bondsman.
Oh my god. Let's not get ahead because that nigga was so obsessed.
Ooh, baby. Romance.
So basically, we get this opening. He is in a hotel room watching the game, and he's saying, I should have been at that game at the Super Bowl, blah, 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 blah. So he is watching from this hotel room. And then he makes this off-color, well, not even off-color, but this joke. And he was like, yeah, people were saying that the Chiefs didn't lose the whole time I was in jail. I should have stayed in jail for this game. And that's when we realized that this man is freshly out of prison. Freshly out of prison.
Like first stop,
ankle monitor on his body. First stop, like he got out of jail. He wasn't trying to fuck no bitches, which again, like I told you, can't because scaring the hoes. First stop is the hotel room. Get him a clean Chiefs outfit from some random store in the mall that sold him his hat and his shirt, and then onto the hotel room to watch the Chiefs play. That was all he had, like nothing else. He want to eat, sleep. He was ready.
Right.
That was
And this is when we find out that apparently he's out of jail because he's pending trial for like 19 counts of many felonious things, including bank robbery. And he's looking at like 300
counts of money laundering, 4 of interstate transpo, and 4 for bank theft. So 19.
Now listen. Now before they show us the fact that he's actually been caught. Then we go into like the whole thing of him being at all of these stadiums first, right?
Yep.
Or is that the only reason I bring that up? I think that's important. This nigga is literally he's like the biggest. I don't want to say the biggest thing, but everybody loves his Twitter feed. Everybody loves his videos. He's getting people hyped, and this dude is at every single game. But
away, home,
away games,
doesn't matter.
Games. He's
got
good seats.
Yeah,
like he's not going and paying $40 for the standing room only seats. Like he is, which I don't do. Other stadiums have that? So like I only know like in reference to like Dallas Cowboys games because like the only other field I've been to is like Soldier Field, and I was like a child. It's like so like Dallas. Like if you're on SeatGeek, you can buy tickets for the Cowboys game. But they have like $30 tickets, but it's like standing room only on like a concrete slab, like behind, like it's like you cannot sit down. Like the tickets are $40, but it is like standing room, no chairs. Like you are just standing in a group with a bunch of other people in like a section.
I think when I went to the Giants game, I want to say I went to get like a hot dog, and when I came back, the only reason I know of this that you might or what you're talking about is because when I came back, it was a group of people standing. But like, when you walking down to your seats, so it wasn't like a designated area. It just seemed like a crowd of people. And I was kind of like, why the fuck would all these people be standing up here when you could just go to your seat? And I think somebody told me that. It's like, yeah, up there. It's like you're by the concession stand, so you're kind of looking over the stands. And niggas pay like $30, $40 to stand there. And I'm like, that's pretty whack.
There's also an area at Allegiant. So there's like, so I don't know if you guys have ever like really paid attention to a Raiders game, but there's a torch bar, and it's I don't know, it's a huge ass fucking bar, but then right in front of it, so you got the concession stands on the side of the bars, but then like right in front of it, like you have like this area where like celebrities will be like performing, and then on each side there's kind of like just a big ass space with a rail, and I think that that's also the standing room area. Which is kind of cool because, like, when I was working at the torch bar, like Ice Cube walked right in the middle of some fucking random niggas that looked like they didn't have seats. So, like, that was pretty cool.
Like upside, but also you're about to stand up for like 4 hours.
But also, exactly, and you had to walk Lord knows how long to get to the stadium. So, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I don't know.
We get this man we get this little thing that tells us we're in Bixby, Oklahoma. This is where they catch him doing these alleged.
I thought it was Iowa.
No,
was it Oklahoma?
Oklahoma.
Listen,
Bixby,
Rose. I know it's been a while, but everybody knows. Like she's the one with the info. Like we're just the comedic.
I know. Listen, I just thought I wrote the wrong.
No, he's like, no, I have notes. No, but so December 6th, like 2022.
But like it just say stuff like this nigga weird. Why did we think he had a job? Like it's just like these are my notes. Like
so 9 minutes later, a call comes in from this like credit union, and so somebody has robbed the credit union. Subsequently, I can't imagine that the credit union in Bixby, Oklahoma has a lot of money. I'm curious as to how much money he even got because they said, oh, we found because like what we'll find out in a minute is that basically he
Period.
leaves and runs out of this credit union. It is the same shit, to be fair. He runs out of this place, goes into the woods, and they're like, oh, he ran into this tree line. It can only come out in this neighborhood, so we're going to go in this neighborhood and trap him. First of all, I've never robbed a bank, but I just feel like if you're going to rob it or if you're going to like kidnap somebody or do murder, like, shouldn't you be headed towards the interstate? Why would you be headed towards? But maybe because he was on a bicycle, so let me.
to his defense.
He forgot to say that was his getaway ride.
He was on a bike, so maybe he just did what he could do. But
he had done this shit a number of times, so I kind of feel like we're blood fucked up. Because I remember they was like, yeah, he not that smart. But I was like, yo, once we got into it, I'm like, this nigga just robbed like 15, 20 banks in a square motherfucking like area. Yeah, he pretty fucking smart, but he made a dumb mistake that day because blood was right. Nigga, it's winter time. Who's on a bike in the winter time? The woods.
I totally crazy niggas and robbers.
Right. I understood the woods. I totally understood the woods. I understood changing. I understood having all of the shit you shouldn't have on you in a residential neighborhood. I totally understood all of that. I did not understand the bike. You are casually riding a 10-speed Huffy.
So basically, he robs the bank, goes into the woods, changes his clothing, gets his getaway bicycle. All that money, he could not buy a motorized bicycle. That's crazy. A moped, they make them where they fold up. Like, they fold up, and then they have a motor on the back. He couldn't even get a motorized bike, nothing.
Hold on. Are we really concerned about his mode of transportation when his mother's living in a car? He could have done a lot of shit with that money that he didn't. So
all right,
we're gonna get there.
Because I'm mad about it.
I can wait. I want to bring that up too. Shit, but
let's just kind of get through. So they basically apprehend him in this neighborhood. On this bicycle. He's changed clothes, but he's dressed weird for winter in Oklahoma. Like, he's basically taken off his fucking sweatshirt and jacket and put him in his backpack. And so now he just looks like a lunatic in fucking like, in like an Under Armour t-shirt and like some basketball shorts on a bicycle in Oklahoma in fucking December.
Oklahoma City, Iowa.
Yeah, Oklahoma City, Iowa. Yeah, Kansas City, Nebraska.
Kansas City, Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana, Nebraska, Kansas City. Yep, that's where he was. So they apprehend him. He won't tell these people his name, his birthday, who he is. And they're like, well, fuck it, we'll just fingerprint you. But when they look at him, he has all these Kansas City Chiefs tattoos. And so the guy is, the police officer's like, oh, Raiders fan just arrested you.
Hey, listen, time out.
Corny.
I love everything about Raider Nation, and every fucking fan I come across, I love that we can embrace the Raider Nation. That was the one time I was embarrassed to be a fucking Raider fan.
I was like,
Raider fan just arrested you. First off, you corny looking motherfucker. He look like that nigga. You know when you go to your auntie house that you really don't want to go to, but then it end up being fun. But then your uncle that really don't nobody like show up an hour later. That's him. Sit your bitch ass down. Your Raider fan just arrested you. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
I love how your description added the fact that that you had fun, but you wasn't expecting to describe a person.
Like, it was cool. Like, little Wolfie guy was there. It was cool. It was real cute. And then we had fun robbing the bank, and now this bitch here yelling about the Raiders. Like, what did that thing? Like, it was a lot. So then we also we get into this whole thing about like Chiefs Kingdom and all of their fan base and all of these lunatics. And we get all their like X or Twitter. You know what? Her mama named her Twitter. I'm going to call her Twitter. We got all of their Twitter handles.
And that's that.
We got all of their Twitter handles. I did not write any of them down because really I don't care.
I wrote the names down. I didn't write the Twitter handles down, but I wrote the names down because I wanted to talk about one particular nigga, but we'll get to it.
Now's your time. We meet Lynn, who's like the keeper of the wolf pack, and then we meet Cat with the porta potty, the weird girl who's trying to give Chiefsaholic
the dark hair girl.
Lexi Farmer from Jersey.
Girl, she would have bumped that nigga out of jail if she knew where he was. Like,
she would have gobbled that nigga on first date. Easy.
He absolutely was trying to wear his skin. Yeah, she was trying to wear his skin. It was real crazy. She was trying to play cool. But all the marks was there. Like she absolutely
trying to tell that nigga about that one time at band camp for sure.
Yeah, she absolutely would have worn that man's skin.
The leader of the Wolfpack, though, Brandon. Like, what are we gonna do here?
Yeah, he said
just a bunch of corny ass niggas. But anyway,
they had a macho man nigga. The Chiefs is listen. But listen, there's one
Randy
dude,
the Savage, like Chiefs fan or whatever he had going on.
Skinny ass motherfucker, right? Listen though,
old school snap into a Kansas City Chiefs.
And we're not everybody has their fan base, and everyone says their fan base has like crazed people, but they're just all like I don't know, just a lot of weird things.
It's just a bunch of dorks with ketchup and mustard on. Like that's all I'm saying. Like
they talk shit about Raider Nation fans and say we violent and all of this. Y'all are the only fan base with two people that the FBI have went looking for.
You are screaming so loud.
That is true. They do mention another guy who apparently was on some type of terror watch list, who was also a part
of
the
Helmet Man.
So I don't know what over there at Chiefs Kingdom is breeding criminals, but God bless, good luck. Whatever's in the water over there is making y'all win, but it's also making some of y'all be terrorists or something. Not sure. It's like whatever level of terrorism, but y'all doing, so everybody's doing something. That's his regular.
Yes, and we know this, but like it hurt my ear a little. But it's only because I haven't been here in a while. It's okay. It's fine. We'll get used to it.
My bad. Hey, look, the nigga. Hey, listen, the nigga Phil Dale Blocker, the black dude. I want to say everything that man said, I agree with. But what hit me about the whole thing with the fans, is I'm a firm believer, and this is kind of jumping back to when you were saying how this documentary was made. I'm a firm believer that what you see, if you don't have any of it around you, is what you believe. So since we didn't have any other black people in this documentary, not one motherfucker of color except for Phil Dale Blocker. I agree with everything he said, but it was like, for one, bro looked like he was Tech Nine's like doppelganger. But it was the most intelligent, ignorant shit I've ever motherfucking heard. Like, cause he's right. If you're willing to rob a bank to go to the Chiefs games, you are fan of the year. But at the same time, my nigga, are you really advocating bank robbery? You know what I mean?
Here's my question, or I guess my concern with the documentary in general. Just to piggyback off what you said, I think that the documentary is trying to say that he was robbing banks to be a super fan. I don't think that that's true. Before he started robbing the banks, he was gambling. So his issue, yes, he's a bank robber, but his real issue is he's a gambling addict. And so he was gambling and used those winnings to ball out in front of all of these niggas and shit. But I just wanted to say that because I think everybody was trying to push that.
Which is weird ass lawyer for black of doing anything else well, pointed that out. Like we'll get to that weirdo, but he was correct.
Oh my God.
So at some point during the season, they're talking about how he creates like these hype videos. So we're talking about Excalibur,
Xavier.
Xavier.
You know why I know his name ain't Xavier or whatever the fuck. It's because it's rhyming with his last name. Like you're trying to be cute. Like your name is Xavier Babudar. Like not Xavier Babudar. Like it's giving Harry Potter spell and be for real.
That nigga got a jacket at home that says 008. He says, fuck that. Xavier Babudar.
But so he goes missing for 2 days online, and apparently this is a big deal. Everybody is foaming at the mouth, falling out, crying, tearing their hair out, like, oh my God, it's been 2 days. Where's our hype man with Chiefsaholic dressed as a wolf? jumping around saying fuck the other team. Like I don't know. They were very rabid about it. I love y'all.
And this is the energy. This is the energy. No, VJ. No, VJ. This is the fucking energy I want. If y'all don't see me for a while, like I want y'all fucking tagging NPR and every fucking body. Okay, look for me.
We're gonna look for you regardless. I just don't know. We are collectively the group of people that maybe you.
I want y'all to make a Finding Chris fucking Facebook page. Like I want all of that. And I ain't gonna be doing nothing. I'm gonna be at the house and my computer broke or something. Like
I don't know that we do it after 2 days. I think that's the thing here. Like I feel like I need
18 hours. I need 18 hours. I
feel like I know the two of you well enough where like you could probably like get by for 3 days. Then I'll be like, okay. Is something wrong? Like something wrong with you? Because 3 days, like you could probably make it 2. 3 would be a stretch. I could give you 2, just because I know how we are as people. Like I could give you 2 days. Mm-hmm. Shit happens. But after that, yeah, we're gonna have to start getting the candlelight vigil together. We're gonna have to start pulling out. I just want y'all to know I do have an if I go missing folder because Dateline has taught me.
You need one.
You need one. I'm gonna email that over to y'all after the show, just in case a bitch go missing. One of y'all delete my files on the computer. The other one come clean out my sex toy drawer. Y'all collectively get together. I'm gonna have pictures of everybody who might have done it. When y'all get on Dateline, don't say I light up a room. Don't say no stupid shit, corny ass shit like I light up a room.
Like anytime VJ came on the screen, like I heard her voice in my headphones on Murder V Road, like she just lit up, you know what I'm saying? Like
she talked about dead people a lot and she drank a lot of wine. We loved her though.
Listen,
she was cool as fuck.
Niggas just be saying shit for the fuck of the time. Michaela. On Dateline. Niggas be on Dateline.
Michaela.
You already know,
Michaela, you know my heart. You know my heart. Like if I swear to God, if y'all let that Mexican man on fucking Dateline do my fucking show. Is he Jewish? I don't know. I don't know. If y'all let that blonde lady do my thing.
The ones I was in the yeah, that's Josh Mankiewicz. I don't think he's
Oh, okay. Don't let that lady. Don't let nobody cover my shit but Keith. I need him in a leather jacket. I need him leaning on at least 7 things in my segment. Listen.
If Keith don't lean, bitch, I ain't watching. Listen.
If Keith don't. Oh my God! And then I want y'all to purposely. It's not
gonna be solved. If Keith don't lean, it's unsolved. Truly.
It's unsolved.
It's unsolved. If Keith didn't lean at least 4
leaning
times,
on a gate,
they don't know where your body
leaning
is.
On a piano, leaning on a bitch, like just lean. Like oh my God.
That nigga moving to right. My man moving to the lane. My man be straight.
Oh God!
Listen, okay. I love him for it. Black and white my picture, like invert color my picture.
Yep, the picture converted. They're gonna play some crazy music, but that's what happened here. Everything was perfect until it wasn't. He got arrested on a bike. Well, not nigga because he's not a nigga, but he got arrested on this bike, and then he's in jail. And they're like, "Well, his fingerprints came back, so they figure out who he is." But now they're trying to do a background to figure out why he was robbing the. I don't know, whatever. So they go doing a background check on the man, and they're like, he don't got no job. Apparently, online he was telling everybody his cover story was. As that he graduated from Kansas State University in 2016, which big fucking whoop, dude. Like it's Kansas State. Oh, who cares? Graduated with a bunch of goats and random cat. Like it's fine. Like nobody care about that. You out there by yourself as Kansas. Like nobody really. I mean,
tractors.
Yeah, whatever he's out there doing. So now he manages a bunch of warehouses, and it's very confusing because how do you manage multiple warehouses? Like wouldn't you just be like the district manager of like somewhere? Like I don't. It was such a random.
And wouldn't you say that? Right. That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't you say that? Multiple warehouses.
He was trying to simplify it for all the dummies.
No,
like being in a,
no,
that's
do you
like
remember
being in a
Just
poly
be like
relationship.
managing stuff.
Do you
That's
remember
like
King
being in a
Tom
poly
when he asked that dude
relationship.
what he did, and he was like, "I go to computer school." It's like that.
Yeah. It's like being in a
that.
poly relationship and saying, I have multiple partners. Bitch, that's what poly means. We get it. Like, don't talk to us like we five. You know what I mean?
I'm in computer school. It's that.
And
Like,
then,
what the fuck is computer school? What the fuck is I manage
Right.
multiple?
You know, I keep
schools.
computers putin' and shit. Like, yeah,
You know, I manage I keep all the warehouses managed.
And you want to know something? You want to know something about a district manager? Some niggas, and listen, I don't want to get on topic, but they're the most proud people in the world.
Like,
when you become a district manager, niggas are like, nigga, I made it. You mean
you telling everybody?
You ain't gonna tell us the business you manage just multiple warehouses. Shut your bitch ass up.
You know, I make the warehouses feel like a home.
Yeah.
Not an IKEA warehouse, nothing, just multiple.
Well, he didn't want to say, because if he had said, then that sometime, then he would have made a Raider fan mad, and then they would have done like that doxing shit people like to do on the internet when they don't like you, and they would have booped and been like, well, now we know where he lives. So I can understand why he maybe didn't want to like tell people, because considering how much shit I talk about my coworkers, I probably don't need to be telling people where I work online either. Like, because somebody is gonna tell them that I talk shit about them, maybe. But also they can't fight, so I don't really care.
So if it happens, it happens.
Like, it is what it is. Like they can't whoop my ass. But
this guy. Look, on the subject, do you know, like, a lady I worked with, that's where pseudo names came from for working at businesses, because the nigga found she was a AT&T worker. Nigga called in, had a bad day, she wouldn't fix his phone. He asked her name and found her motherfucking house. And that's where pseudo names came from. Just on the subject.
Oh, that's why they be like, you can say your real name, but if you want to be,
if you want to fake last name and all that, yeah. But anyhow,
when I worked in customer service, I never gave niggas my last name and like fight me. Like, I'm not. It doesn't matter. I don't care how many times you yell. Like, I told you my first name, and that's all I got for you. Like,
that's it.
Get out of here.
That's it.
Yeah.
What's my badge number? None, nigga. My name is
I don't know what you're talking about. What's my extension? Who's my direct supervisor? Nah, the name is, listen, you heard what I said. Like, I don't know what else.
This is my name. That's all you get, and don't worry about it. Because when you call back, you're getting somebody else anyway. So don't you concerned about the wrong thing.
You'll never talk to me again.
You want to get transferred? You can talk to this subject matter expert who just so happened to be my homeboy. One moment.
Who's right next door? Who's sitting right next to me?
Here. Right.
He's the manager
and we got your bitch ass on speaker.
He's the manager right now. Here you go. Enter. Bam. Transfer.
I have definitely put my shit on hold and looked at my cubicle partner like, hey, cuz.
Take this call.
Real quick. Yes, sir. Well, we heard what he said. And, yeah, bitch, get off my phone. Nigga got her head, take his headphone back because the real manager coming. Been there.
But since we were talking about people doing deep dives, that is how Chiefs Kingdom and all of their super fans found out that this gentleman had been arrested in Bixby, Oklahoma. So basically, they are some low-key haters. They was mad because he was getting attention. People was asking where he was. And then one of them was like, well, actually, I'm kind of concerned. I'm texting him. All his bubbles are green. It's going to voicemail. I'm trying to find him. So they do some of the most wild shit. They get on the internet. And so they just start scouring this man's social medias for any mention of his actual real name. Like, they're typing in every combination of Chiefs and his name and whatever till they finally do get his whole name. And then they were like, oh, well, he tweeted that he was going to go to the Chiefs-Texans game. So then they look up the route from Kansas City to Houston to see what cities he might be going through. And then they just start calling and looking at the jail rosters to see
it's a lot
if they can find him. And then they do, which is crazy. They find him.
But I just want to remind everybody that they're doing this for a nigga they don't know. Like, half these niggas have never seen his face. They've never seen his face.
Big bad wolf mask, furry ass, full body suit covered in like a Chiefs outfit on top of, like, they've never seen this man without this goddamn furry ass shit on.
And listen, if we got to keep it a buck, the nigga probably would have never went famous on this shit had it not, because when the shit hit the news, they kind of still, or the local news anyway, they really still didn't know who this motherfucker was. That shit didn't hit national news until them niggas was like, oh, we found our guy. Like, bro, calm the fuck. Like, listen, like you say, if y'all don't answer the group text in 2 days, if a nigga gotta send a pair of eyes like I'm looking for you, then right, I might be worried. But I love y'all. And I'm not even going on social media like, have y'all seen DJ? What the fuck are we talking about, bro?
The last time I heard from her, this is what she said. Like,
right.
Last time I video called her, that's what she had on.
Which, again, if you did go on social media and ask anybody if they had seen, like, if you had asked them, your response would be, like, if they asked y'all, have y'all seen BJ? Y'all be like, why are you asking?
Right. Yeah, like, what do you need? Like, can I help you?
When I see her, I'll tell her you're looking for her. I mean, I haven't seen her either, but I'm sure she's fine. Like, what do you need? Like, y'all wouldn't, I don't know. Maybe we're very suspicious people, but I would just let no random bitch on the internet, like, try to smoke either one of you out. Like, well, talk to her.
Can you imagine if Can you imagine if Cooking with Kaya went missing and a group of niggas started a chat like, have you?
She made meatloaf the last time we saw her.
She had she was a private chef for this party. She made us shrimp ceviche, and then we had steaks, and then she let
right.
And she twerked a little and then she left.
She made us pay her immediately with ACH transfers. She didn't trust us. She paid the check.
Ain't this some random nigga? Nigga keep repeating the same shit. She made the meatballs the way I like them. We heard you, Greg.
We heard
That's not helping us find her.
We gotta find her, y'all. Like,
we go back and forth with these police officers in Bixby that are talking about their investigation. Very boring. Like, they suck the life out of a room. Like, I'm sure they are horrible at parties. Like, I tried. Like, God bless them. I hope they are taking a bite out of crime, or hooking up with stuff from McGruff or whatever the fuck they need to do. But like,
not taking a bite out of crime.
The music carried this documentary.
Yeah, it just was real fucking. I don't know,
because them niggas was born, so they had to hit you with the "Walking My Way Downtown" kind of music. They
had to make it sound cute, but they were just like telling his background, and they're like, "Oh, we found out that that they had been arrested before, and the mom Carla, and they had done a burglary." And then I kept thinking to myself, now when they showed the mama, she looked real fucking frail, and I was like, what kind of burglary were they
doing? Because they said it was 2016, so I was like, maybe Carla lost a lot of weight. Because you're right. I'm like, baby.
They don't get into it, or maybe they did, and I missed that part. But Carla looked like she had cancer. I don't want to give nobody cancer, but Carla
no, especially near the end. Especially near the end, like she didn't look good at all.
I mean, they just didn't get into it, but from where we originally meet her, and then what she looked like at the end, it was very jarring. Like, I hope she's in all seriousness, I hope she's well, because she looked not well.
Listen, in regards to what we're talking about, that's what fucked me up about this podcast, and I know we're gonna get into it, but this documentary, my bad. We already told you. Remember I used to say that all the time? Remember I used to say that all the time? This is a podcast about podcasts. Anyhow.
And it's not.
Right. What fucked me up, we've already told y'all he made a lot of money. Or won a lot of money, stole a lot of money, whatever. The fact that he sat there and said that the most important thing to him was getting his mama a house, and then we saw how he had his mama living, it was like, I felt the Robin Hood sense of it at one point. But to watch this documentary and see just exactly who you are, my guy, like, he's a bitch. Like, straight up, bitch ass nigga, bro. Like,
so let's just kind of get into the long and short of it. Because they split this out over multiple parts of this documentary, so it makes it a little.
Are we talking about his background?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just give y'all the Chris version. So basically, his daddy was a deadbeat, and he fucking left the family. And so the mama apparently didn't have a job. I guess the dad was like solely taking care of the family. He just fucking bounced out. And so then the mom was like, oh shit. And so then basically like she got like, they said that, I guess like somebody called child service. Something happened where they deemed that the kids were not in a good environment. So they took the kids away for less than a year. There are some black kids, I just want to say, that just be like gone forever and like never see their family again. So when they were trying to like give me like, oh, real hard luck story, like, yeah, it's not that bad. Like, anyway, so 9 months, that's like a school vacation. Anyway, so like 9 months. So like 9 months you're away from your mom or whatever, and his mother, and he said something about those bicycles because she rode a bike every day to make sure that she saw them every day. So she was like, she was in a very unfortunate situation with her husband leaving her. She did what she could until she got her kids back. She rode the fucking bike every day to go see them. She kept her little whatever the fuck job. She did the things she needs to do to keep them together. So she got them back, and here we are. And they've been together ever since.
I just want to point out, like,
is that it?
It is a very serious issue. Like, God bless them and white mediocrity. And if you're white here, cover your ears if you don't want to hear this part, because I don't need you to be trying to DI no bullshit. Like, the truth of the matter is that, like, when it comes to white people and CPS,
Michaela, you're crazy.
When it comes to those types of things, like, they are very lenient on white parents unless you are like punching your children in their eye sockets and starving them to death, like serious physical abuse, where there have been multiple instances of black people losing their kids for the smallest shit. And then we're talking about they have 2 kids, they split them up and send them to the opposite ends of the earth, and these people never see their fucking kids again. If they're white kids, they try to keep the family together, because in what world she couldn't support her kids for 9 fucking months, and they let her go see them every day. They let her just keep doing whatever she needed to do until she could get on her feet. And I'm just trying to figure out how, like, on her feet she could be in 9 months working a minimum wage job, riding a fucking bicycle every day.
From who knows how with like we don't even know the gap between when she worked last. So like we don't even know that it took her that she got a job immediately. It might have took her 6 months to get a fucking job. Like,
it was just very crazy. But like Chris said, it's not enough adversity for me. They always complain about adversity. They're trying to make up stories. Like, you did not face no adversity. Like, please don't put that on your college application. You're not getting no scholarships, Bubba. That's not,
because it didn't even seem like his brother got separated from him. So I'm not understanding.
Look, real quick about the brother shit. If I'm not mistaken, them niggas is 12 years apart. It might have been 11, but I think 12. And the only reason I bring that up is, if it's 11 years and dad left when you was 10, then maybe she was already pregnant. But if not, that means she fucked somebody else. So 2 dudes didn't give enough fuck about y'all? Because that age gap between them is crazy. I think Pop was already gone. That, like, then he said he left when he was 10, right? And if the brother 12 years younger,
the math may not be mathing. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe Carla just fucking had a fucking crazy night at the bar and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it wasn't whoever that man wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't about to be nowhere. But
I seen some shit like that the other day, but go ahead.
I
seen exactly some shit like that the other day. But go ahead.
So this is when we get into this is when we get into the gambling. So look, like, they're talking about him being a super fan and how popular he is and how everybody loves him. And he's basically, we say all this background shit about the warehouse and stuff because the allegation here, or the complaint here, or part of this whole litigation comes out that they're saying he was robbing banks, like multiple banks, over the span of like 2 years, because he had gotten so popular online, and he was essentially trying to keep up his online persona. Like, Chiefsaholic is always at the games and has the best seats. And so he was basically robbing banks to pay for football tickets, is what.
Like, y'all really trying to, y'all really out here trying to say that this nigga is putting on so much for strangers on the internet. Like, and I know it's people that put on for strangers on the internet. Like, we see them every day. But be for fucking real. Like,
and this is
like, he wasn't an influencer. Like, motherfuckers just putting on for real. Like, they getting a check. Like, they putting on because they getting a check by convincing you they have some shit, so you go buy the shit. Right. That he was not. He wasn't selling anything. He was selling you the Chiefs Kingdom.
That's what kind of pissed me off about the documentary. Bro. Like,
what was he selling?
Yeah, you paint this nigga as a Robin Hood. You tried to paint him as a Robin Hood, and then, like, real shit, like, at the end of the fucking day,
the rich and give it to the poor. Like, he is the poor.
That's what I was about to say. Like, real shit.
His mom lives in the car. He's definitely the poor.
Like, that's what's really pissing me off. That's what's really pissing me off, bro. Like, we watched you win $100,000. We watched you win $100,000 in a span of 3 hours, and your mama live in a car, my nigga.
Nigga, at the end, I was so fucking mad. Like, it just didn't make sense. Because I'm sitting here like, okay, you hear the story about, you know, what happened at first. And I'm sitting here like, so you almost cried in your little documentary portion where you're telling about your background, your fucking tragic life. And fucking you come into tears and shit. But then your mother, we see her every time we see her, she's stepping out of a car. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Bags, bro.
They're pissing in bags. Like, I want to
her and your brother. Her and your brother.
So I want to make this abundantly clear. Like, we've met his family. He says they're very close to them. I don't think
he is. Like, I don't think he is, because you couldn't be that close to family and you're allowing them to pee in fucking trash bags and fucking and live in a fucking car. Like, again, we're talking about Midwest, talking about Kansas City. Like, or where were they in Kansas City? Yeah, right? Or I don't know. Wherever the fuck they were.
They was in the Midwest.
Okay. I would say wherever the fuck they were, they didn't leave nowhere where it be fucking 60 degrees in December. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about like cold. There's some like harsh fucking weather. That would just be like somebody fucking gambling out here and talking about they love their mama so much and they got this bitch in the fucking car at 117 degrees outside. Like, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. That doesn't make sense to me. And I don't know who that story was fucking for. I don't know who that story was for, but like, be for real. Like, just say that you have a fucking gambling problem and you can't fucking help yourself and you asked yourself out, and then that's why you started robbing banks, because you wanted to continue to fuel your fucking habit of fucking gambling and also being a fucking stunt queen for the Chiefs. I don't fucking know. Like,
and facts, because when he had his little crybaby portion, I'm doing all of this to buy my mom. Or no, he says, if I make it big, I'm gonna buy my mom a house. But then you find out when you really put two and two together, yeah, we watched you win $100,000. But that means you already lost the 80 grand before and still had enough money to go across the country the very next week. So you had
he was showing us his fucking payout slips. Like, I counted a couple of fucking down payments, my nigga. Like, are you joking?
Off a couple of them slips, because you made off a couple of slips where some people don't even make in a year. And your mother lives in a car.
None of it made in a car. None of it made any sense, because they said, because again, they basically, when the Bills beat the Chiefs, he bet $80,000 on that game. So he lost $80,000 on one bet, and he's still out here rolling, still going to games.
Went to the next game.
Like, look, the $80,000 didn't make a break shit for him, and that's wild.
That's a dumbass bet anyway. The Bills beat the Chiefs every fucking year in the regular season and lose in the playoffs. That's the way it fucking works. Why the fuck would you bet $80,000 on that fucking game? Everybody knows that. When they listen, this documentary did kind of make me think that, like, so you know, like, sometimes you watch a doc and you like, this is way too convenient. Like, how did they get this information that fast? Or like, how does this set up that way? Like, this is one of them docs that made me think like when we be sitting back like, nah, that shit fake. It's just like, come on, like. What? $80,000 on the Bills game as a real Chiefs fan? Nobody's taking that bet, you fucking idiot. Like,
I mean, there's a thin line. There's like a very thin line between like a realistic fan and a super fan. Like, I'm a realistic Bears fan, right? Like, next season, you know what I'm saying? Like, at no point this season I was like, we about to fucking
like kill the fucking. I just said,
I never said any of that. I was like, oh, cool, new quarterback. Oh, fired our offensive coach. Perfect. Need a quarterback. Like, I'm being very realistic with my fucking. You know what I'm saying? Expectations. I don't know that this man is a realistic person.
Told me we won yesterday. I said, what?
Nigga, fuck me. Two fucking Green Bay, first fucking W since 2018.
Yeah.
And niggas, and hold on. And I mean, real quick. So then niggas is on the internet and talking shit like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah wasn't even in and blah, blah, blah hurt themselves. Nigga, I don't care if the fucking Green Bay Packers put all of their fucking nieces and nephews in the game. Did we fucking win or no, nigga?
That's all that matters.
You lost. You fucking lost. Whether everybody was in the game or y'all had one nigga running everything, like, it don't matter. Like, y'all fucking lost.
Sounds like a personal.
And honestly, and they're like, "Oh, you're not even about to be in the fucking championship, nigga." Bitch, I knew that weeks ago. Like, what are you even saying? Like, again, realistic.
We're here for chaos. We don't give a fuck. We know we were going to the playoffs. We fuck your shit. That's what we worry about.
But we didn't stop playing, and that's what the fuck is. And listen, we'll start a new podcast about the Bears because I'm just not. But anyway,
right.
Let's talk about this man's lawyer. Meanwhile, he out here losing $80K. He got a bail bondsman named Michael Lloyd. Michael Lloyd is a dummy. I just want to point that out. He decides
that is the biggest bromance ever.
White people, right? It was just white mediocrity. Because why would you decide you want to put up bail or be bondsman for a man with no fucking house, no job, no money, allegedly, no goddamn credit cards, no credit profile? He don't have a goddamn grocery list to his name. This bitch don't even have. He don't even got 3 pairs of socks that he can put together and they match, but you want to put up bail for him. Like,
and again, don't know this nigga.
To jump bail.
Listen, but look though, 80,000. Listen, my homeboy. I ain't trying to tell somebody business, but my homie went to jail recently, and they called me. Hey, can you give up 300? Yeah, I'm willing to do it. And then they told me what they needed. Nigga, I wouldn't put my neck on the line for 300, and you put it on the line for 80K. 80K.
I had a lot of issues with this bail bondsman. I felt like he was doing some illegal shit. Like at some points, I felt like I definitely felt like he was a dummy.
Too. I feel like Drake bankrolled. That was not his 80K. I feel like when I found out that Drake motherfucking OVO produced this motherfucking documentary, I said, "Oh, this was third party bankroll." That's why he was like 80K. Yes,
that was very Drake.
Remember when Cat Williams was like, "I went in the back and I started fucking up all the shit I couldn't afford." Remember that joke? That's how I felt when that nigga motherfucking got. We'll talk about the 80K. But listen, when that nigga got the fake mad and got the throwing shit around and everything, I'm like, yo, you not even.
He said,
"Get that camera out my face, man." Like, bro, you not even real man. Right.
You know what?
80K.
I need you guys to fucking back the fuck up. Like, why his hand fake shaking to write that fucking check. But listen, I just felt like he was. If I was his mother, if I was that boy's mother, I would have like threw one of my pee bags at him because like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, I told you I don't fucking know nothing. Especially at the fucking end when she looked real like sickly and shit. And he was like, "Can I take you to dinner?" And she was like, "Nah, bro, I'm good." And this nigga kept fucking talking to her like, "I'm just trying to understand why." No, you need to understand why your dumb ass thought that it would be a lucrative business fucking idea for you to fucking bankroll a nigga for $80,000 and he didn't have no kind of collateral. He didn't have no kid. He didn't have a fucking car for you to take. He didn't have no fucking kid for you to kidnap. He didn't have nothing.
Did you remember y'all mentioned that the people he with every Sunday don't even know what the fuck he look like? So nigga, you never even seen his face but through a screen. You bankroll 80K for a motherfucker you ain't never even spoke to in person.
It was wild. It's all I don't know much about bail bonds.
He cannot be a good bail bondsman. He cannot be.
No,
I don't know.
He was like, yeah.
And Caviar was and xenophobic Caviar was like, well, I could just really tell that you care about people. And I was like,
bro,
he saw a sucker and he lit. He saw a sucker. He could smell it on film. So you just really look like you care about people.
When my mom, he says when my mom brought up your name, man, I could just tell. How, motherfucker, when you in jail and looking for a bail bondsman, you looking for whoever gonna fuck with your situation. Ain't no motherfucker ever in jail been like, Harry White, that shit just sounds right. Oh, that nigga.
To be honest,
he looking at all of the fucking trading cards of all the fucking bail bondsmen. He's like it's
the Pokemon cards. This was not the power.
Right.
I like that green and gray background on the card.
I like that. I like this matte finish. That's real professional.
The edges are rounded. He know what he doing over there. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? He don't cut no corners, nigga. Like
He got a Cadillac on his car. A Bell
It was, which to be fair, and then the part that's weird about it is statistically, like if you're going to open a phone book or look for something like a bail bondsman, they're going to be in alphabetical order. You're just going to pick somebody at the top.
Yeah.
Or you're going to pick
period, because I probably need to do this quickly.
I mean, I'm just saying, like statistics would tell us that if you have named your thing something higher than alphabet, more than likely you are getting a lot more business than anybody else. And if your hours are favorable, you're getting a lot more business. I need somebody who's at the top of the list and who's open.
And your name is Michael Lloyd. Don't neither one of those fit at the top of the list. Why?
Which sounds to me like everybody else the fuck they called was like, you live in your car and you're not from here and you don't got no family here and you don't got no money and you don't have anything that would logistically tell me, like, you don't have no type of digital footprint out of being in a wolf costume and it don't look like
and you're in jail for robbing a bank and you got a gambling
and riding away on a bicycle undetected. Okay, no, thank you. Thank you for your time. Goodbye. Like, no, they got to him because everybody else said no. Frankly,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we meet this lawyer.
If this is the fact how a Chiefs fan work, this lets me know why y'all stupid mother. Anyway, go ahead.
The lawyer, Matt. His name is Matt Merriman, and then we meet his partner Nick Bates. Nick does not say much during this ordeal because Nick knows that this is a futile effort. You could tell that Matt has convinced Nick to go along with this, and Nick knows this is a bunch of bullshit because Nick don't really have nothing to say. Nick looked like he was supposed to meet the homies at B-Dubs at 5, and hey, when are we wrapping this shit up? Like, he doesn't look interested the whole motherfucking time.
Meanwhile, Matt looked like Where's Waldo if he put on regular clothes. And he's like, Matt, he gives me vibes like he had never heard of football before. And then he just went and like put football into like an AI machine. And then it just like threw stuff at him like fucking fumbling and fucking, touchdown and fucking corners, like, and it just gave him like fucking, like those fucking word banks where like the bigger words and like the smaller word, like he got one of those back and he just like weaved that into like his song. Like it was real. I can't.
All Mad Libs. Like it was
a lot of football jargon when you're supposed to be being for real.
So you can actually probably like Google this, like Matt Merriman, like Chiefsaholic, like speech or whatever, because he gives a speech on like the courthouse steps, and it was like trending. Because I want to point this out. Basically, after they found out this man went to jail and Chiefs Kingdom dispersed this information to everybody on the internet, like he was covered on all the news channels. Like even Pat McAfee covered him on his show. That white bitch, but that's beside the point. I'm sorry. I just don't like him. It's something about his face. Like his face is so. I don't like him. I don't like him. It's very like Anthony Mackie for me. People, you just have a list like you're praying for their downfall. Like I'm actively praying for Pat McAfee's downfall like every day. Like I don't care if he just like trips up the stairs and like hits his knee. Like I just want something bad to happen. He don't got to die and be named. Like I want him inconvenienced every day. I don't like him.
I definitely don't hate Pat McAfee that much. I don't think I hate him at all. But like I do have an issue with him, and I don't know this man. But like he gives me vibes of like. He definitely don't bleep out nigga when he rapping. Like Pat McAfee say nigga.
Exactly. That's what it is. Like I couldn't put my finger on it, but it's something like it's that. Like something tells me that you playing like you not like the racisms be sliding out. They sliding out. They just not on air. But the racisms they be coming. I can tell.
You remember when they talked about the what's that dude from Alabama? He had to let a naysayer know supposedly. He had that shirt and it was LANK or some shit. And of course, everybody knew it's them for let a nigga know. And so Pat McAfee, I forgot the other dude that was commenting. He was like, "Let a naysayer know," and everybody started laughing. And the way Pat McAfee was like, that ain't what that mean. You know what that mean? Like the way he said it, I was just like, "Bro, I don't know." It's just weird. But anyway, go ahead.
This is Matt Merriman who made this football metaphor pun shit. I'm telling you, it was wild. Like the news stories were covering because they were basically like, this has to be a joke. Like this has to be a joke. Like, this is insane. Like, why would he even say this shit?
I think I can get. I'm gonna see if I can find it, but go ahead anyway. In the meantime, I'm trying to see if I can get it to play.
So meanwhile, we're back where we started at Super Bowl 57. This Michael Lloyd is in a fucking bromance with him for whatever reason. I assume that he's into furries, and that's what this is all about. He wants someone. He wants to like kiss him while he's in his wolf costume, and that's why he put up $80K bail. So he places a couple of bets. So he bets $5K that Patrick Mahomes will be the MVP for the year, and then he bets $10K on the Chiefs win in the Super Bowl. Both of these things come to fruition, so he wins like $155,000. This is when we find out that he also has a lawsuit pending. While he's out of bail, some girl, some very mousy blonde bank teller. What's her name? Peyton or whatever.
Listen.
Peyton.
Oh God, she was the worst. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get it to play.
This case, folks, the government has been blitzing, and Xavier's pocket was collapsing. But today, Xavier stepped into the pressure. He took responsibility for his actions. He stood up in court, humble and repentant, and admitted what he had done. Now, if I know anything about Xavier, if the Chiefs Kingdom knows anything about Chiefsaholic, we know that he doesn't give up. He stumbled and he fell. He didn't let his knee touch the ground. That's because he's capable of doing a great thing. And he knows that there's still hope. We still have a lot of work to do on his case, but Xavier wants everyone to know that he loves the Chiefs Kingdom, he loves Kansas City, and he hopes that you'll rally to his support. Thank you and God bless.
Nigga, he said they've been blitzing him, nigga.
It's collapsed. Yeah, we know.
And one thing he didn't do was let his knee fucking touch the fucking turf.
Lost $80K. Pockets actually literally collapsed. Lost $80K. Did not let his knee touch the ground. Was at the game next day. Love it. That's absolutely what happened. You correct.
So I hope that painted a picture of me explaining that I don't think that nigga ever seen a football game before. He was just saying like random fucking like okay, I see what you did there, but stop.
And look, and to your point, you ever notice it? Did y'all notice during the documentary? It's like you said, it seemed like shit just kept coming out more and more football. So they go to his office, and I noticed that fucking fan. But it just so happened to be Chiefs colors. But there's no Chiefs shit anywhere. Then the next time you see that nigga, he got that cup. And it's like, you got more Chiefs shit. Right. Then the next time when he looked out that door, out the window, he put his Chiefs hat on. Like, bro, did you become a
basically every white man in this documentary that's making bad decisions is a Chiefs fan. Every single one.
Every single one of them. All of them.
Poor decisions attributed to Chiefs Kingdom. Very crazy.
Listen, you know what? That's a very good thing to point out, Chiefs fans. Like, everybody that's made a bad decision in this documentary is either a Chiefs fan
that, guys,
or very closely connected to a Chiefs fan. Like, no, listen, y'all, and y'all over there rallying. This is Chiefs Kingdom. You motherfuckers. Y'all letting the kingdom burn, bitch. Like, it's not okay.
Well, and then one of the members is burning it. Like, hell, he set the bitch on fire, and then y'all standing around roasting marshmallows. Wonder where Chiefsaholic is. He's missing the weenies. Like, course. Oh, he's back there putting up the gas cans. Why does he have gas cans? Somebody get him a can. Like, he was back there fucking that shit up, and they're just like, yeah. So this is what we're talking about. He won like $155,000 on that game. Do you think he went out and you think he cut his mama their little money and was like, here, girl, take this. and go
or
get
like even if you didn't want to like buy fucking a house, give that money to your mother so that she can find a place and pay for her where she living monthly. Like you could have gave her a lump sum and she could have at least paid for a year. That way you're not like being hella suspicious.
Yeah, he didn't say about having a drug problem or nothing. They're just poor. Like there was no underlying thing that would have prevented him from like just giving her the money. They don't say she's bad with money. They don't say she has a drug habit. She's not an alcoholic. She's just a lady that's down on her fucking luck living in her car. Like seriously, he could have just opened they could have went from the casino to the bank and opened that lady a bank account.
Mm-hmm. and for y'all who haven't watched it yet, we know so much about her, even though she isn't the focal point, because your bail bondsman, bro, man's is following this lady.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. Like, some of this shit gotta be illegal. Like when he fucking rolling on the ground and putting fucking tracker devices under people's, like some of this shit don't feel right, my nigga. Like
how many times you think they did that shot? How many times you think they did that shot? Four, at least four.
His knees
my
bad.
I was going to say because I'm saying four because his knees look bad by that fourth one, but he was like, "This is you gotta just do it. This the one.
You just gotta do it." My man looked at the camera. It was like the McGruber skit on SNL. Like, the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like this nigga. And then the role, that white man hurt himself on that role. Like, bro.
But my thing is, nigga, the cars was this far apart from each other. Why are you doing all
why
that?
Why would you do that? Like,
why he's doing that? You know why? Because I feel like some of that shit wasn't legal.
It was. So I mentioned briefly the bank teller because this is where it gets moderately interesting. So when we are talking to him, he's like doing all this recording and shit. Like he's out on bail. Like everyone's rooting for him to like, and they don't believe he robbed a bank. These people are like, there's no way he did this. Like none of these people actually believe he's robbed anybody. They're like, well, he's guilty. You know, he's innocent until proven guilty. He'll have his day in court. There's no way he was out here robbing banks. Like nobody believes he did this. Soon we get an interview with Peyton, who apparently worked at a bank that he robbed. According to Peyton, that was the worst day of her life. He put that fake prop gun to her head with no bullets and threatened to shoot her if she didn't open the safe. And after that happened, Peyton couldn't eat. She couldn't sleep. She had a nervous breakdown. They had to put Peyton on Valium. Peyton was a victim of the opioid addictions. Then she couldn't support her 2 kids because she couldn't get a different job because for some reason
she quit. She quit
anywhere. She couldn't go back to the bank, but she couldn't get a job anywhere the fuck else that didn't involve the bank. I don't know.
Y'all listen, Peyton girl.
So she did what white women do. She started crying, and then somebody felt sympathetic, and they were like, "Oh, let's sue this man with no money."
I have a real question. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'll go after. Okay, listen. Damn, I forgot my whole fucking total thought. Actually. Damn, what the fuck was I about to say?
Okay, well, anyway, what I was saying was, okay, so listen, I don't ever want to downplay somebody's situation.
I remember,
especially when I have not personally myself been through that, right? I don't know how that feels. I don't know, right? So at first I was like, okay, Peyton girl, like that's real sad. But then, like, it's the part where I could never work again for me. Like, bitch, what are we doing? Like, be for real. Because, like, you have a kid, right? And you got a husband that seems like he's paying some of that, like, 2 kids. Yeah. Oh, I thought she said 2 husbands. I was like, what? Anyway.
Multiple warehouses.
She shouldn't have to work. Yeah. No, but like I started to feel less and less bad for her because I'm like, be for real. Like, especially like after you found out it wasn't a real gun, right?
That's what I wanted to say. That
like, was so like you could be terrified, like, holy shit, somebody put a fucking gun to my head. But then when you look on the 10 o'clock news and they like, oh, that shit was a water gun, like now I'm like, Are you really still that traumatized where you can't go, you can't work nowhere else no more? Like, okay, you don't want to go back to the bank because like maybe another nigga might rob another one. Cool. But like, you can't go work at Target.
Which is fair. You do run the risk of the bitch getting robbed.
Absolutely.
Times. Don't go back to the bank. You have no
fuck it. It's 2020. It was 2023 then. It's 2023, bitch. Get a fucking work from home job. Like, what are you saying? Like,
you could work
like there's
literally anywhere. Like you have transferable skills. You don't have any felonies, obviously, because you work at the bank. The world is your oyster, bitch. Like you could work anywhere.
but the fucking white lady main character like syndrome. Like she can't work nowhere, and instead of being able to work, I'm just gonna have you. I'm gonna sue this man who don't really have nothing. His mama be pissing in the bag. But even more so, hold on. My real question though. Here's my question for real. Hi, cuz. When shit like this happens, right? So let's say VJ, you work at the bank, right? And somebody really fucking rob and be like, bitch, blah, 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 and take me to the blah, 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 and unlock the blah, 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 whatever the fuck, right? Or whatever niggas be saying when they be robbing people. But, okay, so then after all of that, and you like, damn, I can't go to work, I can't do nothing, but I gotta, whatever, and you want to sue somebody, why are you suing the nigga that robbed the bank instead of the bank? Because, like, it just makes sense to me to be, no, I'm being for real. Like, maybe I'm fucking an idiot. No, maybe I'm an idiot, but I'm sitting here like, I'm going to rob the bank because you are my place of employment and you can't keep me safe here. Like, I don't have no fucking bell to fucking buzz or fucking glass to fucking put down. Like, y'all did not stop that situation from happening. So it's your fault. I'm not about to sue this nigga who mama pissed in the bag. I'll never get that money. Are you joking? Right. I'm about to sue you because the money right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing. Like,
you know what it seemed like for me? I feel like she got taken advantage of. For one, in my notes it says, "Fuck the bank teller story being wrapped up in this." I can't lie. It was used probably to bring him back to a criminal life. But at the same time, I feel her issues were overhyped.
Absolutely.
Then I said, I do my best to never compare my worst day to anybody else's. Right. I've never been through that situation. Didn't grow up how she grew up, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the fucking day, you get a lawyer who looked like he would have replaced Pat Sajak on a bad day. And then you suing a nigga for 10 racks. Like, 10K, baby. That's what this really boiled down to. And
$10,000. And $10,000 ain't even enough to, like, you still can't work, remember? Like, you so fucking traumatized.
Salary, right. Like,
nigga, that's not
$10,000 is the minimum threshold for you to pay taxes in the United States. That is $1 less, and you would not have to pay any income tax on it. That is not any fucking money, girl. Like, that is nothing. That's
nothing.
Especially when you keep saying you don't want to work.
And for what? Like, so what? So did you really? So she really wanted him to feel bad? Like, I don't understand. Like, what was the real reward of her going through all of this? Like, come tell your story, sis. Tell your story, sis, because he robbed a bank for sure. Tell your story. But like all of this, like, don't you have like lawyer fees to pay? Like, you ain't even like he's not. Okay, I know that he got, what was it? 11 million is what was what they said that she was gonna get. She's not going to get anything. Ask fucking Cardi B. Cardi B sued fucking Tasha K. Tasha is never seeing any of that money because why are you suing a poor person? Like,
right, it's not happening. And
Tasha K can be on the internet right now making more money, right? Making money in Cardi B's face, and she's not even gonna get it. Like, be for real, y'all. Like, be for real. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up, but that's just a great example of niggas not getting paid. Like,
it's very valid. No, it's very valid. I work in like accounting and finance. And so part of my job is, without going into it, is collections. And so a lot of times I have to do risk management. I'm dealing with a company right now where they're declining to pay an invoice because it was something about the day. It doesn't matter. They're declining to pay the invoice. And basically the VP of sales was like, well, we should tell them that we're going to send them to collections and we're going to have legal sue them. And I said, forgive me, but we pay, like, you do realize that the lawyer costs money, right? Like, I don't turn over records to him and say, hey, pursue these people in court when somebody owes us like $800. You do realize we're going to write that off. And he was like, why would you write it off? And I was like, because we pay 20% of what they recoup to the lawyer. So if they owe us 800 and they settle for 5, we're still giving the lawyer 20% of 500 fucking dollars. Like, why? Why would we do any of that? Like, who? Basically, it's that on a bigger scale. A waste of everybody's fucking time. Like, you have now paid 6 people, a fair amount of their salary for 500. Like, what the fuck?
Which is why $10,000 didn't make any sense, and it felt like the lawyer who took her case was really just trying to get his name in the fucking mix.
He was trying to get his name in the paper. He was pulling a Matt Merriman. They just wanted to get their name and face out there because there's no way you took this case and thought that she was gonna get any money. Like,
he was so excited to serve.
The lawyer can be like, oh, I got that bitch 11 million, but you didn't get her 11 million. You have a piece of paper that say that broke ass nigga owe her $11 million. Like, but that's it.
A man that you know has no assets that you know of. He has no liquidity that you can prove belongs to him. Oh, I heard about how he won all that money. Okay.
He has a gambling problem. Even if he touches enough money to start paying her, he's not going to give it to her because he has a gambling problem.
Exactly.
This is court-ordered restitution. If you go to court and show on paper that you have no assets and no money, what the fuck can they do? They have to prove you're hiding it.
Because gambling is everything.
You have to prove the person has the money to pay. Yep. For them to be in contempt of court, you have to be able to prove in court that they have money somewhere hidden away that you can access, that they can pay. If they have something you could sell or something that you could confiscate. He doesn't have anything. Nothing on the paper.
The best thing she could do.
Crazy.
Give up that Honda Pilot.
The best thing she could ever do is put on a fucking costume or a fucking disguise and post up at the casino and catch this nigga at the teller. Other than that, like, there's no way you're getting any money.
That's it.
Hey, just hit. Walk slow, nigga. Walk slow.
Hit him with that in the back.
Remember this? Remember this fake water gun I painted black? Remember that when you did this? Remember?
Right. This one ain't fake, motherfucker. Walk slow.
So he cuts off the ankle.
Come about them chips, nigga.
He cuts off his ankle monitor and like goes on the run. Like, they're looking for this nigga. He is just out on the run after little Pay tries to sue him or whatever. And so they're like, oh, well, he went on the run because she sued him. And I'm like, everybody here is fucking dumb. Like, she's dumb, he's dumb. Like, you should have just sat there and been like, I don't have any fucking money.
The nigga went on the run, and the nigga went on the run right after what you say, bro? All the court had to do. Oh yeah, it ain't about right.
And she won't be able to prove anything, which is why she ain't getting nothing.
My man's now for the way VJ telling the story is exactly how this documentary was given to us. So we jumping back and forth in time, y'all. So at this point, when Pay is suing, what we didn't know is that Pay was suing technically at the beginning of the goddamn documentary. My man's older man $80K. He on the land for $80K if he takes off and don't go to court. Your man's won 115 off of the Super Bowl, and when we realized where we at all together at this point, that's when your man's went on the land. He owed dude $80K. His mama living in the car. Clearly, he done gave her some cash though because she go to a Target every day, and she got a new car. You know what I'm saying? And remember when he searched her car, it was like $2,500, $2,300 just in the car. Whatever. Point being is, this is when your man's is on the land. Super Bowl, the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. He get 115 racks. I think say yo.
Yeah, I think it was a win.
I think it had to have been. It had to have been.
Man, because remember he said, "Well, I'm going to take your car." My whole thing would have been like real shit. If you love your mama that much and you owe me bread, if I squeeze her out of the car, you go come out of hiding. So you're right. He never took that car.
But this is another part where I'm like, he doing illegal shit because you can't take his mama's car. He couldn't actually take her car.
Well, you're right, because she never signed off for anything.
Correct. He had him sign his own papers. That was the whole thing. He was on camera hooping and hollering about how it was such a risk because he had no collateral. So the mama didn't put up
the whole time he was doing So the whole time he was doing all of that, I'm sitting here like, bro, you need to low-key have your license taken away. Like, you can't threaten this lady, take this lady car, and that car don't have shit to do with this. Like, he was just trying to scare her to fucking get her to like say some shit that she wasn't obviously gonna say. Like, because whatever we say about their relationship, like, she obviously love her son and is going to POP hold it down because like you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was about to bring up. Regardless of anything, my baby, and listen, Carla never yelled. Carla never cussed that man. Carla just said, "Sir, I don't
have any information to tell you.
You don't know where he's been. You don't know where he's going, sir. We know what you know." Like, Carla held it down.
Brandon, he eventually got into a car, or we think he did, right? Because who knows? Because that man was just knocking on Asian people's doors. He did get in a car,
and then when the mama pulled up to get him, he was like, "I want to drive." So I am under the impression that he has a license. He has some form of ID.
He got that white Camry. The getaway car was the white Camry.
Which, okay, but he got all the games, right? And they said he didn't fly, he always drove. So he has a license because I'm guessing he was renting cars.
But we knew he was a liar too. And the only other way that you can get through anything without your ID being checked is to take the Greyhound. My man could have been Greyhounding into a lot of games. He was lying about a lot of shit.
But yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, the bail bondsman really fucking irked my nerves. Like, and I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so anyway, he skips his bail, right? And apparently, and I don't know if this is like, particular to like this state, like, or whatever. But how many days did he have to fucking find him?
90 days. On the 91st day is when the bread was gonna be due.
Okay, so this nigga is gone. And he is fucking ducking and dodging. But here's the thing: when he cut off his ankle monitor, remember the part where they said that fucking he was in like this radius of where he cut off his ankle monitor. So was he really on the run, nigga, or was he just like not getting out the car, like?
Hide in plain sight, because if people think like if you go on the run, like people are more apt to think like I'm trying to get away somewhere, like I'm trying to get somewhere where you can't haul me back, right? Like if I go on the land from Texas, the assumption will be that I'm headed to Mexico, not that I'm headed to fucking Canada. Where can I get to the fastest? Like I could see where he just kind of hid in plain sight, because then you're looking
about the text messages
or expect me to like flee for real.
Think about the text messages coming from the other phone. And I'm telling you, blood going towards the border. Oh, I just seen him here. I talked to him. I think he crossed over into, somebody even said that. I think he crossed over into Mexico or whatever. So if I'm staying in Kansas or around my area and you think I'm going towards the border, like,
I'm sorry. It's the dog.
She's going to be part of the show, right?
She's so funny.
I taught her to shake for treats, and so now when she wants a TREAT, she just randomly walks up and puts her card. Yeah, like she just wants something to eat. So
she like, you know what it is.
Staring deeply into my eyes, like giving me her card, and I'm just like, I don't have anything. I don't have anything.
She's like, but bitch, you just dapped me up, bitch. Like, she's like, did you eat it?
She hit you with your, I ain't got time for your bullshit today, VJ.
Because I don't just be dapping up with anybody. You feel me? Like, because I don't just dap up with anybody. Like, bitch, I dap you.
Oh, now you don't want to dap me up. Now you mad. Okay.
What's good?
She like, look, I'm tired and I want my treat.
Bitch, it was a long Monday.
Get out. I'll give you one in a minute. Get out.
Oh, man.
You're in the way. Get out.
Dude, wait, do dogs blink? Because she was not blinking.
She's so serious, bro.
She ain't blinked yet. She blinked just now.
She's so serious.
Okay.
You did it.
So we were just saying how after he skipped bail and he was fucking in that same little area, and we're just watching the bail's bondsman just really fucking scramble here. Like he is
He's
fucking
looking for him. He don't want to lose his 80K.
No. And then I mean, am I missing anything else? But
that's how we knew he was in a different car. Because remember, he had a tracker on the car. He was tracking
Oh,
him.
the
He
white
was tracking
car.
the mama. Yeah, he got the white car. We tracked the white car to the Asian dude house.
Let's be wait. Let's stop calling it the white car and call it what it was. Was it not a Toyota Corolla?
No, it was
It was a Toyota Corolla.
Oh, Toyota. Excuse me, the bigger one. So the Toyota Camry. But the reason I'm saying this is because, like, nigga, you know how many fucking people have a white fucking Toyota Camry? Like,
Everybody.
It was wild to me that he saw a picture of one and then just went to this Asian man's house and the fucking baby fucking fell and shit. And this nigga still asking questions. Like,
because remember, right? He was like, "Yeah, we don't have a." Because the Asian dude was like, "Does the license plate match?" And he was like, "Well, I didn't see the license plate." Right. So how'd you get?
So get off my porch, my nigga.
Like goodbye.
You just so happen to be like, hey, it was like if one of y'all was like, hey, I got into it with this dude. He drive a blue Camaro, and I'm in Detroit, and you in Vegas, and I'm
Driving around looking for
all the blue Camaros. The first one I see.
It's like with Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson's friend got raped, so he just ran around trying to like beat up black guys. It's like that.
It was you.
It was you.
You did it.
I know you know Jerome. Like, nigga,
But that show was so unhinged. Yes. That shit was so. That's how I knew that I'm not fucking with this bail bondsman. Like, this nigga is unhinged as fuck. Like, you are literally. And then he's like, "Well, do you got any family members that would have you would have loaned your car to that would have helped him?" The Asian man has a look on his face like, "Who is he? I don't even know what you're talking about. My baby just fell, and I'm trying to go in the house." Like, right. Oh my god,
what are you
talking about? It was a lot. Like,
and then now look, but then that also makes him knocking on the door even stupider because.
Dumber.
You knocking on the door. If the license plate match, that means right. We might be in the vicinity because the car is the car. But the fact that it's a white Camry, you just don't happen to see one and just start knocking on doors in that neighborhood.
Like, wait, after he confirmed that this is not the white Camry you looking for.
That's what he's looking for. You looking for a 2002? My man got a 22. Like, what are we doing?
He's just harassing minorities for no reason.
Truly.
Just out harassing minorities like a goddamn lunatic. Car don't even match. License plate don't match. You asking this poor Asian man with his little toddling, unbalanced baby.
Baby fell hard.
You know, named Chiefsaholic. Yes, my name Chiefsaholic runs around in a wolf costume. Kingdom
and being really disappointed. Like, he's showing the picture, like, y'all ain't seen him. They like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
We don't know him. I'm so sorry. Like,
he
doesn't go
to school. Everybody like, he doesn't even go here.
I feel like they came. I feel like they went to a neighborhood. I feel like they went to a neighborhood as the film crew and was like, hey. We'll give you guys each $500. He's gonna knock on your door. He's gonna ask you questions. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
just open the door so we have some footage. So basically, the cops start pulling this together. They were going through his car. They got bank receipts, all these goddamn receipts from all these bets. Like we said, this nigga's just a deadbeat. Like, this motherfucker's a deadbeat. Your mama, your brother sleeping in the goddamn car. You going every football game on planet goddamn Earth, sitting front row. Like, you could buy a ticket.
You went to the Pat Mahomes benefit. Remember, he went to the Pat Mahomes benefit and bought a $10,000 painting.
Like, he could have just like spent half the money that he was spending on these seats, and then he could have like had the down payment on a rental. It's like Oklahoma or Iowa or Kansas or Missouri or whatever. Like, the houses cost $3. Like, he could have just
Kansas
just
City,
saying, like, these people
Indiana.
like, not to be fucking funny, but they live in BFE. That's like me moving back to where I'm from and like, okay, I want to rent a house. Like, at most, the bitch is gonna cost $1,200. Like, god damn, like, give your mom $3,000 so she can get a goddamn 2-bedroom starter house. The fuck, like, give her $500 so she get an apartment. Like, what are we talking about here? You spent $10,000 on a fucking signed painting of Patrick Mahomes that I could probably put a fucking paintbrush in this dog's mouth and give her some treats and she could do the same fucking thing. And you spent $10,000. $10,000, you could have bought your mama 2 motherfucking apartments. Like, your brother and your mama could have had side by side fucking apartments. Like,
whole year rent paid.
Crazy. Like, for $10,000, like, you could damn near have paid a full year of rent for them. Like, be so fucking serious. And then the mama don't have no job. Oh my God, she could have got some kind of like reduced like payment house. Like, none of this makes fucking sense.
That's how you knew he was. Look, and that's how you knew that he was even more of a piece of shit because remember, she don't have shit. So literally, he is being in contact with her and giving her money because she got enough money to keep gas in that car. They got enough money to go to Target every day. So my man, you literally are winning all this money and hitting your mama with like she ain't even got enough money to go rent a hotel for the week. So you hit your mama off 100, 200 at a time. And
that's crazy. It's crazy.
Exactly.
But but listen. Okay, yes, sure. And she probably could have, but when I don't even know. I don't even know how to justify it because I'm pretty sure she's thinking like, well, my fucking son is fucking betting. So maybe I wonder if he wasn't even telling her how much he was making.
I don't think he was. I don't think she had any clue. And then he'd be like, here, Ma, I got I did whatever. I got a few $100s for you. I don't think he was telling her because none of the shit makes sense. But then she knew about the $155,000 bet on Mahomes and the Super Bowl. So why did they go fucking get the money immediately? Like, why is he skipping bail and town and all that other shit? Like,
and why'd you leave the $2,300 in the car? If you broke as hell like that, I'm not leaving $2,300 behind.
Like, it's just, it's all, no, you'll see when you watch it. Like, it's very disjointed, but all of it adds up to him being really like a piece of shit. Like, if the mama and the brother are the whole reason for this, like, it's he don't really give a fuck about them. I don't care what he says.
At all.
He goes on the run. The police are putting all these goddamn bank robberies together because we've only talked about the one in Bixby that he got caught for, but apparently they have traced all these goddamn so this is why they said he was dumb. Motherfucker was leaving gloves in the woods, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a sprinkle of DNA here, licking the light post, whatever the fuck. Like, he was doing everything possible to leave behind DNA traces.
And they peep. Right. And everybody got a digital footprint. My man was literally on his way to a game. For y'all that's gonna watch it, he would see where a game was at, especially if it was like a close game. The banks were getting robbed, at least in his area, by wherever the closest game was, type shit. If the game was going towards Texas, then the bank over here got robbed. And the nigga would turn his phone off. They started calculating. He turned his phone off, and 30 minutes later, the phone coming back on, but going the other opposite direction. Like, bro was just. Again, if he would have gave his mama some money, I'd be cheering to do it.
Cut the phone off, go do the bank robbery, throw the shit in his knapsack with a banjo on his knee, get back in the car or on the Huffy, drive or get his bicycle to pedal the Huffy back to wherever the car was parked, get back in, leave town, and then get 30 minutes outside of town and be like, whoa, go Chiefs! Yeah, better go Like, it just...
This is very accurate.
Like, he would have, like, I feel like, do you feel like he had like the scheduled post? Like, every 30 minutes after he robbed the bank, like,
yes.
like
once he turned his phone back on, it automatically sends. Yes.
You remember that shit we used to use back in the day?
Yes.
The post your shit, the OWL app. That nigga had one.
Tweet deck.
R.I.P. Tweet Deck. They started making you want to pay for Tweet Deck, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
Not me.
I love Tweet Deck. I love Tweet Deck, and then they was like, "Hey,
Tweet Deck was everything.
You got to get premium Twitter," and I was like, "Yeah, no,
that's all right.
I don't love it that much. It's all right." So they got DNA matches for all of these, and then they
we did neglect to say that he's very in shape. So yes.
He's a very
Yes.
tall, buff gentleman. Like he's big,
Yes.
but
And-
very
and-
small.
I know
and
he sound
very-
like he sound like a corny ass nigga, but he don't necessarily. He's not built like one, I guess.
he don't look like he should be as corny as he is. But then he's like
Yeah.
his
46 with like
size
braces. So
don't match his
brace
body.
and braces. So
Yeah, and it don't
like
match his voice at all.
y'all, he bought braces, but not his mama is nowhere to stay. I just want y'all to.
that's crazy. That's very valid because he's a grown man with braces, which means the dentist or somebody had to put them on. But like you don't have a job or any money or health insurance.
So you probably
dental.
don't have it right. So you don't have a dental plan, which means you pay cash for this. But
You
your
paid cash
mom-
money for the metal ass braces. You didn't get no Invisalign or nothing. You paid cash money.
And nigga, as a
With
person that just got
thousands of
done
dollars.
paying off some braces, like please,
You
coulda
pay
gave that to your
thousands
mama.
of dollars and you got these metal options and it's Smile. Well, it's not Smile Direct Club. By the way, if you purchased aligners for Smile Direct Club, I think they were sending out notifications to people basically because they went out of business. I think they still are saying that you can pay for those aligners some way or whatever, but because they're not in business, I can't imagine that you would actually pay for the aligners. I was finished paying for mine. I'm very pissed off that I had not waited maybe a year so that I wouldn't have to pay for it. Because they're definitely out of business. Shit definitely went belly up.
They said your teeth is your teeth at this point. Like
yeah, like they're not sending nothing else out. Like if you in the middle of your aligners and you don't got the rest of them, I'm sorry. No retainers will be sent if once you get to the end of the program. I hate that. Go see a regular dentist, not here. So they match his DNA up because he done left these gloves and shit everywhere. And so apparently they're like, he's done like 50,000 robberies. Really, it's like 11. It was like 10 or 11 like robberies they say he did. And then the part about money laundering and wire fraud is because, well, they feel like he was funneling his winnings through the casino. And they feel like that's
which
how
honestly makes sense. That fucking makes sense.
It's the easiest way to watch it.
Definitely.
And Target.
And here's the thing. I don't think that he was. Yeah, I don't think that he smartly was like, I'm going to run this money through the casino to launder it. I think he has a gambling problem and was like, I need to take this bank robbery money over here to try to get back my get back where I done spent $80,000 and lost it on the Chiefs versus the Bills game. Like, I really don't think he had a plan in mind. Like, he just was taking this money and was like, I have to go feed my gambling addiction. Like, I really don't think he was... He just, and then they don't mention it, but if you lose 80K, but you don't have a house or car or anything like that, the 80K like is really like not consequential because you weren't doing anything with it. So I really feel like he owes some debts to some people that they just are declining to discuss on the documentary.
Yeah.
He owed somebody some money, and they were looking for that ass. And so he was trying to get the maximum amount of money and payouts from the casino so he can pay back whatever fucking bookie he owes that money to. Because you absolutely cannot make believe that man robbed 11 motherfucking banks just to go play Keno. I don't care. It didn't happen.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, it is Kansas City.
Like I just, God bless him. But I'm just saying, like, I know you can have a sports betting addiction, but to lose that amount of money and not have any assets or liquidity, like you owe somebody money. Because if it's like that and you just have 80K, like if you have it to spend and you're not worried about it, you don't have any like obligations like rent or a mortgage, like you're down 80K, but what the fuck do you care?
Right, facts.
So like for him to like care that much to be like trying to rob banks, like you owe somebody something and they're after your ass. Somebody's looking for you. I was like, somebody's looking for you, and they're just not saying it. So I don't know if he owed a mob money or which bookie didn't want to be on camera, but he owed somebody a substantial sum.
Because what they did not talk about too, I just thought about it. What they didn't talk about is what that 80K payout would have been. Now I know it would have been big because again, the Bills, the Chiefs, for some reason, don't beat the Bills in the regular season. So to put 80K on that game, that payout would have been somewhere in the millions. Had to fucking be. Like, yeah,
it would have been a serious
right. I didn't think about it like that. You're right.
Like he owes somebody money because that's the only thing that makes sense. Because if you just lose 80K and you shrugging it off and just going about your life, like okay, which also makes sense when he won the whatever it was, the $155,000 he went on the run.
Yeah.
Somebody else knows you on the money. You're not scared of a baby Peyton or whatever. Like you're not. fucking worried about Peyton, who's legally trying to get money, like squeeze blood out of a turnip. Like you are not worried about Peyton. You worried about somebody that can actually touch your ass. Like it's the only thing that makes sense. You want $155,000, but you're going on the run.
Right.
Give your mom the money and then be like, well, fuck it. Yeah, I did it. Like if the whole thing is to set your mama up, why would you just give your mama the money?
That's what I said. That's what I said. When you decided to cut off your ankle monitor, whatever the fuck you want and that shit, you should have just gave it to your mama. And when they catch you, they catch you.
But then you run when everybody got your back. First off, this dumb motherfucker to put up the 80K. But then the social media, we know how the world works nowadays. Everybody literally is like, cool, you got caught robbing this bank. You really a piece of shit, but everybody's like, cool, this, that, and the third. Like, right, why go on the run then? Everybody has your back. You probably about to get the fuck off. Why run? You right, he owes somebody. You got to get him right.
The only thing that makes sense in the context. If you put all of it together, it's no way in hell you just rob 11 banks for the fun. Like the lawyer pointed out himself. Like all of this shit he was doing online, going to all these games, he was bankrolling with his money from gambling. Because he didn't start robbing the bank in like 2022.
Yeah, fact.
So for 5 years, he robbed 0 banks, but was going to all of these games.
All the games. I mean, basically making his name like of who he was before all of this.
Right. So it's just like that doesn't make. Oh, bless you, girl. Damn.
Bless you.
Like the bank robbing just happened to be something that just that's what got his name thrown into the light. Yeah, that's it.
Like, that's some shit he was doing to keep the bookie from breaking his goddamn knees. Like,
So speaking of people that were speaking of people that were looking for him, the nigga that we know was looking for him, the weird Bill Bondsman, the 91st day come, right? And he's writing that check and he fucking throwing stuff off the desk and all of that shit. And
get that fucking camera on my face.
Just get out of here. I don't want to. No, but anyway, so like, you guys need to get the fuck out of here with that shit. But anyway, so he's writing the check or whatever. He takes it to the people that he owe it to or whatever, and then he gets a phone call. I got to tell y'all something. I think that white car like tip was fake as fuck so that they could actually do their job and get him out the fucking way. Because it's super convenient that once the time was over, like they got him. Like, oh, we got him. Like,
yeah, facts. That kind of threw me too. You write the check, you all depressed, you mad, and then ironically you get a phone call right after you send the check to the club.
Like literally, like while you sitting squeezing your fucking steering wheel, like.
I would have just called the bank and been like, I need to issue a stop payment.
I
wrote a check and I think it was stolen. I just need to stop payment on that.
So because they found him on the 91st day and turned him in, he got to get his little $80,000 back. I would have loved if he would have lost that money. I'm not gonna hold y'all. If they would have caught him, I wanted them to get caught on like the 95th day. Like I really wanted that shit to be cashed and gone, my nigga.
Yeah, he deserved.
I was writing notes. I'm writing notes as I'm watching, so I forgot to delete this. So at a certain point, this was my joy. It's three laughing, crying, smiley faces in a row. Ha 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 ha. He had to pay that 80K. Don't be mad now, you stupid motherfucker. You pissed at the camera, people? You see fake man.
I definitely said this Bill Bondsman, bruh. He should have just lost that 80,000. I'm not gonna lie, I was very salty when like he didn't.
Me too.
He didn't have to pay that shit.
Wait, what? I just put a frowny face, and I was like, "Oh no, he got his money back."
Oh shit!
I put a frowny face. Like,
but okay, so what was that song he was singing when that nigga got caught? What he said, slip sliding away. What the fuck was that song? That shit was tickling.
I don't. God bless
that shit was
tickling.
That brings us to the end.
This brings us to the end because God, that man got.
I feel like y'all are freezing. Am I freezing? Am I froze?
February 27th. No, we can see you.
You good now?
Oh,
Now
okay.
you
I don't know what's
froze.
happening. You guys are
Now
kind
you
of froze on
froze.
my screen,
Now you
but
back.
it's fine.
Now you froze.
Okay.
Now you
We can
back.
see you.
Now
Yeah,
you
we
froze.
see you.
Now you back. Now you back.
I
He
don't know. I don't know
got
what's
like
happening.
he got
But
sentenced
anyway,
to like
but we can just
17
finish.
Yeah, he got sentenced to like 17.5 years, like 17 and a half years in February.
Oh, what?
I think your shit froze. Yeah.
Yeah. Am I in this bitch alone?
Okay. I'm back.
Okay, I'm all right.
Okay. That was weird. But yeah, to long story less long.
I can't see you guys. Like I can't.
Oh,
I
there she
can't
goes.
figure
Now
out
she's
what's
back.
happening. This is crazy. Oh, there we
There you
go.
go.
Are we good?
You're back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've been
Yeah,
gone
we
for
can see you.
like
We're good.
you left, we all left, we all came back. It was the weirdest shit.
Yes, I pulled you guys all out. I was trying to like fix the problem.
Oh, okay.
We're good. We were just saying that he
But it
got
didn't work.
17 years in jail, which is
Okay,
amazing.
anyway, but we can wrap this up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we at. Yep, go ahead.
17.5 years in jail out of 350 that he was facing. So we love that for him.
Thank you. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, thank you. We see you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so he got 17 years in jail. Cat hating ass was like, I'm so glad he went to jail. Now he's off the street and he can't harm nobody else. With nobody harmed with that fake ass water gun, Cat. Like you just mad because his shit was flyer than yours and that bullshit.
That's it. That bullshit ass party bus.
So the moral of the story is don't rob any banks, allegedly. Also, don't be a fuck ass to your mama and your brother and rob banks and gamble and make hundreds of thousands of dollars and don't buy them no house and then lie to Amazon and say you're gonna buy a house. And then don't leave your DNA riddled gloves in the woods.
And your hats.
And that's it. And don't say your name rhymes with caviar when it doesn't. And then if you want to dress up, it's like just be a good person. Don't rob banks.
Don't be a Chiefs fan. Don't be a Chiefs fan.
Don't be a Chiefs fan because if you do, you're going to get put on a watch list and you're going to go to federal prison.
There you go.
This is I'm VJ and Chris was here a minute ago and that's still Penrose and this is all docked up and we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. I don't know what we're going to cover.
Oh, look. There's
what.
Well, I've been here, but I couldn't hear y'all, so I don't know what's happening. But are we done? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. We're just telling everybody goodbye.
Came back to say goodbye.
Okay, cool. I'm Chris. That's VJ. That's Penrose. And if they're not frozen from you, cool. This is all docked up, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.